Yes, I might. There's a chance of that. We're live this morning at Love My Jeans Skirt, where the owner, Teresa, turns yesterday's jeans into today's fashions. We're talking with her coming up next.
You might pass them on to someone else who might wear them.
So we usually do. But Lindsey Boetsch has another option for you this morning, that she's going to bring some old jeans to a new life.
Good morning, Lindsey.
Yes, good morning, guys. Like I said, I'm here at Love My Jeans Skirt, where we're turning jeans like this one. Tegan gave me this pair. We're going to turn these a little bit later on in the show into a jean skirt. These obviously weren't Tegan's, but they were her daughter's. So we're going to turn those into a jean skirt for her. I'm probably not going to do that. That would be the job of Teresa, who's the owner here. And how did you get started in all of this?
Well, I got started because I have 7 girls, and it's really hard to turn. It's really hard to find skirts. And so I had one of my children move out and decided to put all my sewing items in a room, and started to have fun and made a skirt and wore it to church, and everybody loved it. I realized I had a market there. If you can make the picky ladies happy, you can make anybody happy. So it was pretty exciting for me. I'm really having a good time with it. I also was pushed by somebody to go on Facebook. I started putting pictures of the skirts on Facebook, and the demand just really grew. And it's been overwhelming, really.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I started 2 years ago in October. Started out of my home. I've moved here locally in April of last year. We opened for business in August, and had our grand opening in October. So,
now, what made you start to turn jeans into skirts?
One of the things is I had went back to college a couple years, about a year before that, and looking and thinking about your resource. I took conservation biology, actually, and realizing that jeans are, a readily available resource. Skirts are not. It's a lot better to start with the base that's already almost finished. It just simplifies the process. I don't have the machinery, and it's hard to find the machinery to actually create a skirt from scratch. The time is a lot less. You get a lot more variety, and I'm saving landfill. So,
where do all these jeans come from?
People donate them. I have a lot of friends that donate, people that bring them in. I shop garage sales, Goodwill, Salvation Army, anywhere I can find, but they're mostly used.
And there's a few pairs over on this rack that have denim roses on them. You make those as well, don't you?
I do, yes. I'm an artist and love to have fun, love to be creative, so decided to play with some ruffles one day and created the denim rose ruffle, and it has been a overwhelming, phenomenal success with that skirt I've had. It's been in quite the demand. I've probably made 60 at least of those skirts. So
cool. And we're not done here. We have this pair of jeans that we're going to turn into a skirt, and that's going to be coming up a little bit later on in the show. We're going to cut these with a special tool that Teresa has, and we're going to turn them into a skirt. Pretty cool.
See, I would think you just cut them off and you have a skirt, but there's obviously more to this.
There's a lot. No, there's a little more to that. If you cut them off, you have cut off shorts, and we're trying to make a skirt.
They call those Daisy Dukes.
Or cutoffs.
Yeah.
Yes, which I call jean shorts, and my wife makes fun of me because they're not cut off.
Jorts. They're called jorts.
Jorts.
Jorts. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks, Lindsey. We'll check in with you a little bit later.
Here is my help of the day. I'm pulling the strings off of the jeans that we have just cut. We've taken off the bottom part of the jeans, and Teresa has cut up the middle. We're making this into a skirt for Tegan coming up next.
What do you do with your jeans when you're done with them?
Well, we always donate them. Olivia and I just take everything, toys, clothes, jeans, donate it.
Same here, but they're, if somebody wants my donated jeans, I've worn them a lot. Because after the good ones, then I use them for like work jeans, to do stuff around the house, and they're pretty nasty. But Lindsey Boetsch has another option for you this morning to help bring new life into your old jeans. Good morning, Lindsey.
Good morning, guys. And Chad, I don't know if your jeans would quite qualify. Do men's jeans work too?
I prefer women's, but
I don't want my jeans.
I can use the men's jeans for the fabric.
Okay. So yes, even men too. If you have jeans, Teresa will take them because she can use them for other parts of the skirt. This is the pair of jeans that we started with. Well, this isn't the pair of jeans anymore. We've turned it into a skirt almost. Explain a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, what I've done is I've seam ripped the skirt apart, cut the bottom of the legs off to use that for the insert fabric. I'm pinning the skirt now because I want to make sure everything's in place when I sew it. So.
Okay. And you use this from the other part of the jean. Right. These were the bottom parts of the legs, and now you're just kind of pinning them in place. Right. What's the hardest part of doing this?
The hardest part, I believe, is getting it pinned in the right position so that when you sew it, it's going to come out and look like a skirt.
And Tegan, these are, I want you to know that apparently Children's Place are very quality jeans, because she had a little bit of struggle getting the seams ripped out of the back and in the front. So pretty cool. If you're ever looking for a nice pair of jeans, I guess Children's Place has good denim. What will come after this then?
What happens is I'll flip the other side, so, and put the insert pin the other side, and then we'll take it to the sewing machine. Okay,
and we're going to do that in a little bit, but you have a lot of kids that you're trying to clothe, and that's kind of how you got started in all of this. You 7 girls?
I have 7 girls and 3 boys. My oldest daughter now is 25. My youngest is 3. You know, trying to be apostolic Pentecostal, we wear skirts, and trying to fit in, conform in a world that, you know, the skirts are just not available. And so I really wanted to be able to provide skirts for not only my girls. The lengths are pretty short. The skirts that you buy now are short. I can make the jean skirts. When I make them from jeans, I can make them as long as I need them or want them. And so my girls love them. Everybody loves them.
Now, you have different types of jeans, jean skirts rather. I see some longer ones, some shorter ones with different designs. Explain a little bit about the different kinds of jean skirts you have.
I have a variety, and really I am pretty artistic, creative, and so I want to make skirts that make people happy. So you tell me what you like and what you want, and I'm going to make that happen for you.
And people can place orders for skirts?
Yes, definitely. That's what happens is people, most of my work is done, it's custom work. People come in and they tell me what they want. You can bring jeans as well, bring jeans in. Or, you know, come in and I can measure you and we'll find a pair of jeans that are going to work and make you a skirt.
Cool. So if you have that favorite pair of jeans that fit you good everywhere, maybe they're just a little short, maybe the bottoms are ripped, you've worn them a few times, they've drug on the floor, but you would still like to keep them, you can always turn them into a skirt or have Teresa do it for you.
Very nice, because the ladies here in the studio, we're talking jean skirts really never go out of style.
Mm-hmm.
You can always use them.
Right. I always wear a jean skirt. I love it.
All right, very nice. Thanks, Lindsay.
Well, Teresa is hard at work on that pair of jeans that she's turning into a skirt. She's almost done. We're going to check in with her coming up next.
When you or your child outgrows your jeans, you might give them away to Goodwill or Salvation Army or pass them off to a family member.
Well, Lindsey Boetsch is putting some new life into those old jeans. Lindsey?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're live this morning at Love My Jean Skirt, where these were once a pair of jeans. Now turned into a skirt, and you could do amazing things with your jeans. Well, Teresa can do amazing things. I'm not, so I think we all know that I'm not very handy when it comes to much of anything, especially sewing. But this, a lot of embroidery on this one. We've shown you I believe we showed you the denim rose, which is really cool, and she did the embroidery with this really fancy machine over here that looks pretty neat. But we've been working, well, again, Teresa has been working on a pair of jeans that Tegan gave us. I am pretty sure they weren't Tegan's. I think they were her daughter's, but we're almost done with them. What's your favorite part of all of this, Teresa?
The completion.
Once it's done. And go ahead.
Just the satisfaction of a completed project, yeah.
And now what left do you have to do here?
I just have to finish sewing the top. We're going to serge the inseams to make sure that it doesn't come apart. Serge the bottom and put a hem on it.
Cool. I will let you get back to work on this. This shop is just really, really neat. There's a lot of different elements to it. You have 2 sewing machines that you've been working on. What is this machine right here, actually?
That is the serger.
The serger, okay, that we were talking about earlier. And this embroidery, it's just really, really fascinating what a machine like that can do. It can make a letter like this one here. The letter B is on this pair of, or on this skirt. And it can also put on these applique, like the cupcake that's on there too. So if you have a pair of jeans that you no longer want, or maybe they're your favorite pair of jeans and you just
they're dragging at the bottom, they've ripped a little at the bottom, or below the knee they've ripped, and you maybe want a skirt. Summer is coming, even though it doesn't feel like it. Summer is hopefully on its way sometime soon. Skirts are always a good choice, and Teresa has this is really fascinating to me. I'm totally thrilled about this. How did you get started in this?
Well, I have 10 kids actually. I have 7 girls, and we need the skirts, and it's getting harder and harder to find skirts, and especially ones that are modest in length. And so, one of my kids actually moved out and moved some things into a room. I was able to sew. I hadn't been able to pull some things out pull my machine and stuff out for a while, and wanted to have some fun. So I got creative and put together a skirt and wore it to church, and everyone loved it. So I knew I was onto something. So my girls love them. The ladies at church love them. So.
And people can donate jeans that they have. Where can they do that?
I'm at 116 North 3rd in Hannibal, down on 3rd Street across from Subway. So love to have the donations. That's great.
Okay, and can we flip this inside out to see where we are right now? Here is the almost finished product. And we went from that pair of jeans to a skirt. So pretty fascinating stuff. I never would have thought to turn my jeans into a skirt, but you've done a very good job of doing that. Guys?
Very nice, Lindsay. And also you said that they don't have to be women's jeans. You can actually use men's jeans for parts of it.
Right. Here's actually a pair. These were men's jeans that she's turned into a skirt. So it can be done.
Excellent. Very interesting.
Great job.
All right. Well, Tegan has your forecast now and her opinion on what her daughter's new jean skirt looks like.